there, fellow summoners. MaddogHT here, and we are going into season 26. This is late coming out, but this is the Conquest new season. I thought there were going to be some season updates. There wasn't. Hopefully season 27 will have that. So in this first war, we were matched up with, it ended up being a little lopsided. This is node 4 on path 1, Victor's Assault. And I'm just going to try to stall for a little bit, hit into his block, wait till that regen falls off from the arc overload, and then just kind of go to town and have a rank 3 torch, let him hit into my block, build up a lot of smolders, keep my temperature up high, and this guy is just melting. I did put my pre-fight on because I didn't really need it anywhere else on the map, and it's just nice to get this guy knocked out really quick. So yeah, pre-fight torch is really the way to go there, I would say. Next up we have node 13. This has Masochism and Indomitable. Guillotine 2099. I'm still boosted. I'm hitting up a bunch of fights right now in section 1, and I really like torch for this Masochism fight because you pretty much can disable the Masochism on demand because you have those incinerates on your medium and your lights and your heavies. So it's really easy kind of just to get in the flow. But I will tell you what, there's so many timers here going on that it is really hard to manage which one's which. And I thought I had a parry there that I could stick, and I was wrong, and I got comboed to the face. I'm just going to block that. It's going to build some temperature, going to build a smolder on her L1s. And yeah, so she's got the Masochism timer, she's got her invisibility timer, and then she's also got her combo shield timer thing that originally came up, but it's disabled until I can't remember how long the timer lasts, but it really threw me off with all those extra icons up there. But we do take Guillotine 2099 down. Wasn't the biggest deal. Then next up we are hitting node 20, and this has the Strike Counter Fury. It's got armor on it, and this is a Doom. Now, this is just a rank 5 Doom, which is nice to see. This would have taken a little bit longer had it been a rank 3 Doom, or even a rank 2 6-star. I'm going in with Thing, so the whole idea here is, like I've done it numerous times if you haven't seen any videos before, but just ignore Strike Counter Fury. Let Doom get as many Furies as possible, and then never throw a special unless you're going to throw a special at the very end that will absolutely kill them. Because basically with the rock stacks, my thing at max sig, I cannot take damage on this node. I take a little bit of chip damage at the beginning, but every time I'm going to get a parry and whatnot, I will trigger protection, and I'll be at the max stacks, and so it takes like 1 health point. So as long as you can dex, and get out of their specials, parry them, whatever, you're pretty much good to go. And the Furies that he has on him are so dang potent now, and the attack is so strong that it just triggers protection every single time he touches me when it's not active. You can just see like it's taking 1 health point. So it's pretty awesome. This guy did not have any Mystic Dispersion. I did get tagged there on the end of that L1, but I had trigger protection, and I mean I took very little damage, even though he had like 50 Furies. But yeah, this fight, this node really showcases how well Thing's sig ability works. And even though it's a longer fight, as long as you're comfortable with dealing with the specials that the defender throws, then you're just good to go. It's typically around like 100 hits, I would say, but it's an easy 100 hits. At least that's how I view it. Now, Doom, I really don't like fighting Doom because he can really mess you up. I am trying to keep him to just throwing special ones. I could push him to special twos, but the only thing that would prevent me from wanting to do that is if he threw an L1 and had Hazareth up, it would be all unblockable. I don't want to get hit by the Incinerates because if you got incinerated while protection is up, you're good to go. The damage would be pretty minimal. But once they fall off, and they would fall off because protection wouldn't last the whole length of the duration of the Incinerates, I mean, they would be insane. Just like right now, we're at max Fury. I mean, one Incinerate, one tick, boom, thing would be dead. Like, the Incinerate damage would be tens of thousands. I mean, it'd be huge. So, yeah, as long as I'm just trying to make sure that I just keep pushing to L1. I can't get shocked with Doom's Sig ability when I dex out and then remove that dexterity buff. So I can't get shocked because I'm shock immune. So he's not gonna, passive stun me and slap me or anything like that. Thing's a great counter, especially when the Doom is super juiced up with attack, because you can just kind of go around and deal with and trigger the protection on his Sig ability. So we're doing alright. We got hit once. I think I'm gonna get hit one more time here towards the end. But overall, not big of a deal. It just really short. I mean, and this is a longer fight. You can see I only got 50 seconds left, so I've been going for 40 something or 4+ minutes. He has been, I got hit right there. He has been okay with throwing the special ones. And here we're just gonna push him, finish him off with a big special 3. He only got 1% left. We take out that Doom. So yeah, thing works really well, and I lost 10% health, which to me is totally fine. I mean, as long as I get the solo, I'm good, but 10% health on a fight, a little bit of chip damage, no problem. So next up, we are moving up to the middle mini-boss. Had my buddies provide some energy, and this has Power Snack, Backup Recovery, and Outlast, and this is a Hit Monkey. Now, Hit Monkey, he can hit really dang hard, and he can be somewhat tricky when you knock him down, with him being able to evade and shrug off debuffs and stuns and all that stuff. But if you do not knock him down, Hit Monkey has nothing on him. He's got nothing special. And with Thing, I'm going to try to build up a bunch of rock stacks. I'm trying to get this guy to throw a special. There we go. Now, you can counter his specials. I'm just trying to be a little bit more safe, because if you counter late, then you can get parried, and I just do not want to get hit by him because he will crit hard. Probably would potentially trigger protection, but I'm just not going to mess around with that. I can dex his L1 all day long, and I got no problem with doing some parries to get some ins to attack him. And then with the backup recovery at 50% health, you just gotta make sure that he's at low power. I know his L2 is not too difficult to evade, but I just try to stay away from it because I'm just so comfortable with the L1 evades. And yeah, so I'm just gonna try to make sure that I tap him over, push him over to do a special here, which I didn't quite do. Backup recovery triggered, but it only pushed him just below 2 bars. I probably would have just blocked the special 2 regardless if it would have pushed him. And yeah, we're just gonna smash this dude. It's a little bit slower fight, but it's pretty simple and straightforward. That's where I like it. Power Snack gets thrown out the window because Thing cannot be nullified. And yeah, it's just a nice, easy parry, get a combo, parry, get a combo, bait special, repeat. It's very safe, a little bit longer, but the fact that you don't have to do like intercepts, or you don't have to knock this guy down, it just makes it so that it's very simple, straightforward, and Thing does his thing and just smashes this dude out. I think I'm going to hit him with a special and kill him. And yeah, this is going to knock him out. I mean, I got 60 Furies going on. This dude doesn't stand a chance at surviving this, and Hitmonkey goes down without any problem. A little bit of chip damage, but again, you know, that's part of Thing, how he works, and not a big deal. I had Takeshi, my alliance mate, hit up that Apocalypse with his Guillotine 2099, which was charged. And then I'm going on this node 24 E.M.P modification, Burden of Might, Enhanced Energy, and Rolling Thunder. And yeah, you know, we do see Professor X on this node quite a bit. He's not that difficult to fight here, but if you do get tagged because of the enhanced energy damage and the Rolling Thunder, the special damage that you could get hit with, man, it will hurt, and it will hurt bad. So you just got to be wary of that. With Thing, I'm just going to try to keep building up rock stacks. Don't really pay attention to Burden of Might. I don't need to throw a lot of specials to do damage, but if I do Dex, then you can do like a one hit and a quick trigger on the special, and you can get your special off before the Dex falls off and it drains your power. And Thing is shock immune, so you can dance around, Dex all you want, you can throw specials and get your unstoppable and unblockable buffs. Overall on this node, Thing just does a really solid job. And the only other thing that you just need to worry about is you got to keep an eye on Professor X falter counters. You know, they're slowly going down. I'm gonna kill him before he can go falter again, but after he throws a special, just go in, whiff, one hit, back up, wait out the falter, and you're good to go. So Professor X goes down. Next up, we're going on up the middle on path 2 in section 2. This has the strike counter combat power rate node and then power drain. You know, there's nothing special going on here. My Guillotine 2099 is not charged. Now I have the choice. If we didn't have the Apocalypse boss, I probably would have brought Guardian for this instead, just because Guardian just really demolishes Domino without any problems, and a max sig Guardian really bypasses any of the crit fail damage that she can put out. I'm not going to be able to, I'm not managing my combo really on this one. I know that I can't get to a special 3 to end the fight with a combat power rate, so we're just going to try to smash this Domino out, get some heavies in to get those combo shield protectors in case she clips me if I drop a block thinking that I got a parry when she crit fails me. You can see, like, now I have the suppressions going full force now. I'm not going to get back up to a special 1. No big deal. My Guillotine 2099 is a rank 3. So far this Domino, it's only a rank 2, and it was a low sig. I can't remember if I saw what the sig number was, but it was pretty low, so you can see I haven't taken much damage. You can do a lot of draft back intercepts on her, but I'm just trying to play it even safer, just getting parries in, block beta heavy or anything like that if the parry fails. And yeah, Domino goes down without any problem at all. And we're gonna move up to the next fight, which is a Kingpin on node 41. This also has strike counter combat power rate, and it has stun once, twice shy, so you really got to be careful to not throw a special as you get a bar of power. Kind of wait that out. And I'm going in with Torch. I don't have any other fights to use Torch on for the rest of this war, and this guy actually has suicides on, which is going to help. You know, suicides, when I see that, I just lick my chops. I'm like, okay, this makes it so much easier, because every special attack that the defender throws, they're taking 5%. And while he did shrug off the poison damage you take from suicides as a defender, it's quite significant over the course of a fight. So yeah, if you're trying to be competitive at all in Alliance War, which I don't think this alliance that we matched up with was, particularly from the result that we had. But yeah, I just love it when I see champs with suicides in war. So, and Torch, I'm just trying to keep pushing him to his L1, let him get the recoil damage, get an easy opening, do a full combo, which is not something typically I would do with Torch, but get some intercepts, and then I'll tap into his block to push him over his L1. And Kingpin on this node doesn't really have anything going for him, especially with suicides. So he's about to go down, and I think I took very minimal damage, maybe 1% or 2% of chip damage. But yeah, so Torch does his thing, even on this class disadvantage fight, not a problem. And we're going to move on and up out of this section 2 to the mini island. And we weren't sure if Takeshi kept his charge from Apocalypse, because he already went to bed and was sleeping. And so I'm like, well, I'm gonna get my Guillotine charged up. I have more health on my Guillotine, and basically give us a second option if we need it on the boss. And we're just gonna go on this node 50 ManThing. It's got vigorous assault, recovery, so it's got enhanced regen and indomitable. I'm just gonna use Guillotine, get to a special 3, have her all built up, finish this ManThing with a special 3, and we're good to go. I think I'm gonna throw off a special 2. Yeah, I want to try to get my combo up as much as possible, because that does help the damage even before I get to the 100 hits, when I start getting the energy damage. And yeah, this ManThing I don't think does he have Mystic Dispersion? No, he didn't have any Mystic Dispersion, or is so small I couldn't tell. When ManThing does have Mystic Dispersion though, on some of these nodes, it can get really, really painful to try to manage those spores, the pustule buffs that he puts on you, from either one just falling off naturally or getting popped and converted into armor breaks. They can really have the Mystic Dispersion and his power get out of control, and if you don't manage it well, it can really mess you up. So we're about to just push him over the 50% threshold. From here on out, I'm going to just hold on to my L2 or my special. I'm not going to throw an L2 here, because once I get to 100, he'll be close to being dead. I want to make sure that I can finish with 100, so just be patient. And the fight goes fairly long, but I've done longer ManThing fights with Thing. Thing is also an excellent option here for countering this. Get an intercept there. We're getting close. We're just going to try to let those regens fall off. Hopefully he doesn't keep throwing specials. Push him to his L2, which is easily counterable. His L1 is as well, but he doesn't throw it. Get him to below 5% for the guaranteed kill. And we capture our soul, which we are going to use on the next fight. So it was between me and Takeshi, and I was like, oh, I'll take it. My Guillotine has more health than yours. We are totally smashing this war. Like, you'll see the stats in a little bit, but it was like a clear victory, and I was like, I'll just take it. And it's only a rank 5 Apocalypse as the boss, so I was maybe a little bit too cocky. And yeah, so it's node 52, the boss. It's got True Strike, Adaptive, Stun Immune, yada yada yada. Everybody knows what the boss has. And so I'm just going in Guillotine. I put on a small attack and a 10% health attack boost, and that's it. And I didn't heal up. I'm at 75%, And I'm like, I should be plenty. This is just a little apocalypse. No big deal. And, you know, for apocalypse and war, my game plan is to just block. It's very safe, very easy. If you happen, if you're trying to dex everything and you happen to mess up, your run's pretty much over. Blocking is easy. I parry that first ball to minimize the damage. Trying to keep pushing him to his L2s just because 2 bars of power, I'm going to take two blocked hits plus a parry one, so it's like 1800, and then the parry one was like 300. So that over, I will typically double block on the L1 and then dex out at the end. I know you can dex block dex, and I do that quite a bit, but I just feel like just trying to take out the risk. And so here we go. We get pushed down almost to 15%, and then we are down to 15%. He must have max assassins. My regen does not trigger, and I'm like, oh crap. So I'm like, I have to dex this, and so I dex, and I dex too early, and I got assassinated. I'm typically very decent at those L2s, but not today, and I die. First war of the season, first death. Takeshi comes in, he does clean up what's left on him, and you can see I healed back up over 18%, and his blocks pushed me under before I got to 15, and assassins kicked in. Ugh. What a bummer. I learned my lesson. I should have boosted. I give up a death. Should have boosted more than I did. But I had 9 fights, 8 kills, because gave the assist away to my buddy. And yeah, so that's what we got on the season with TR&KD. We beat them pretty well. They gave us a lot of extra points, which was awesome, which is going to help out because they left up some defenders, which is always welcome. So sometimes I feel kind of bad when you get matched up with somebody that just kind of doesn't take it as seriously, but we will take the points and we will run with them and see if we can't use those to get a good ranking at the end of the season. So that's all we got for today, fellas. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.